Welcome to this video where we're going to go over what you have on Google Meet. Here I am on the Google Meet website. I'm going to join or start a meeting. I'm going to call this one sample just to give it a nickname. Now the point of giving them nicknames is that it makes it harder for people to just randomly join. They need to have that nickname in order to join your Google Meet. I'm going to click continue just so it opens up. Now, as soon as I get to this page, it's going to start to allow people to come on in using that password that we have. I'm going to click join now, and now that we are into that Google Meet. So you can see that it has the nickname that we have on top. It has all of the Google Meet info. If you need to send it to someone, you can click copy joining info or click add people to add people. Let's go over the navigation that you have on your screen. So in the top right-hand corner, you have the little people icon. This tells you who is in your meet. If you click on it, it will show the list of people. You can also from here add people. The next one over is your chat. Now, right now, the chat is open to anyone, but that is going to be changing sometime this fall. Google's going to be giving you the ability to shut this down. I wanted to mention also on people that if I had other people on the call, if I hover over their name, there's a down arrow that will show up. If you click on that down arrow, what it will do is it will give you the option to be able to mute or knock somebody out of the call or to pin their face, so that way theirs becomes the one you see on the screen. You can turn on and off your camera at the bottom. So now you just see my face, but you can still hear my sound, or I can shut off that mute or turn that back on. Up at the top, I still have the date, 9/10, or the time rather, 9/10, and then I can see that it's me. I can choose to pin me or not pin me. So if my video is on, it's pinning me to the screen, or unpin. If I had other people here, it would change back into whatever view I have. At the bottom, in those three dots, I can click record meeting. I can change the layout to a sidebar, a spotlight, or a tile. Since there's just me in the meeting, you can't really see the differences. But right now the tile has about 18 spots, but that is changing to allow for 49. So watch for that this fall. You can also go into full screen. That gets rid of all the tabs on top. You can exit out of full screen. You can turn on and off the captions. And what this does is at the bottom of my screen, you can see that as I'm talking, what I'm saying is coming up on the bottom of the screen. This is helpful for students that might need a little extra support, or just to make sure that your students are getting all the information, that they need if it's a crowded space or whatnot, and you're actually using this. It can help your students out. You can shut that off right on the main screen at the bottom, and those will go away. Below that, you have settings. Your settings is going to allow you to make sure that your microphone and your video is the right ones. So you can go between these and make sure that it's working. So if you ever have a time that the sound isn't working, that's a good place to kind of troubleshoot. Below that, if your sound is not working, you can use your phone for audio. You can report a problem. You can report abuse if something's happening. And then you can also click on the help page, and that's going to bring you out to Google Meet Help, where you can ask any questions to get any sort of resources that you need. So this is going to be very helpful if you're stuck and you're not sure what to do. Go ahead and type it in the top, and it will help you out and give you some feedback on what can be helpful for you. So let's talk a little bit about sharing your screen. Right now I'm using a different app. I'm using Loom to record so that I can show you all the features how I see them. So at the bottom of my screen, when I click on Present Now, I have three options, and I'm going to show you what all three of those do. When I click Entire Screen, I have to click in this box, and what it does is it allows me to go from page to page to page, and it will continue to show anything that I have on the screen. If I click Stop Presenting, and I go back to Present Now, and I go to a window, it's going to say, which windows do you have up? Now, right now I only have one window up, so I'm going to open up another window. So I'm going to minimize this one. I'm on a Mac, so my buttons are on the left. For you, your minimize button is on the right on a Chromebook. You're going to pull another tab out, and then what happens when I click Present Now and Window, I'm going to have the option to do the window I'm on or this other one that I now have pulled out. When I click Share, it's only going to share what's on this one for your students that are watching. So your students will only be able to see anything that's within this window. You can open up other tabs, but it's only going to see things that were in this window. They're not going to see this window here. The last one that you have is a Chrome tab. And what this does is it allows you to pick whatever tab that you would like to open. So let's say I was going to a different tab. So maybe I was going to my newsletter tab to share something. I click on it, I click share, and it's only going to open up that tab. Now with this one, your students will only see what's on the screen for this tab. If you go to another tab, you click a link or you go somewhere else, your students will not be able to see that information. So those are the three ways that you can present. Since I have two windows open, I just want to take a quick minute and talk again about splitting your screen. There are many ways you can do it on a Chromebook. There's a couple different shortcuts that you can do. There's a couple different Chrome extensions. But if you don't have any of those or don't want to use any of those, on the right-hand side on your screen, so it'll be up in the top corner, you'll have a box inside of a box. When you click that, your screen's going to minimize a little bit like mine did here. As soon as I take my mouse and I hover it along the edge, I can click and drag out to make the screen as large or as small as I'd like. And I can do that with any other window that I have open to be able to split and put them next to each other. And you can do that from the top and bottom or from the sides or from the corners, wherever you would like to gather that information. This is very helpful if you want to just share a window with your students instead of having them see your whole screen. So that is the basics of using Google Meet. There are some new features that are coming, and we'll make sure to send some new videos out once breakout rooms, attendance, and those chat functions go live.